What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome back to another episode of the Borussia Dortmund Career Mode series. This is episode 17 and I'm going to start today's episode off of the new season here, guys. We are in season 2 of Borussia Dortmund and I want to start today's episode off by apologising. I haven't uploaded this series in close to 3 months now and it's unacceptable that I've only done one season so far with Borussia Dortmund, and that is exactly why I've decided to carry on. To those Portsmouth fans that are wondering what is going on, basically I'm taking a little break from the Portsmouth Career Mode series. I want to carry on with the Dortmund Career Mode series for about a week or two, and then after that I will continue with the Portsmouth Career Mode. It's basically to keep the series fresh. And also, if you're wondering where the new series is, of course I did put up a straw poll a couple of weeks ago, and basically it was between Valencia or the My Player Career Mode. The My Player did win. You will be able to see that on screen about now, and you'll be able to see the results of the straw poll. A lot of you didn't want a side series, but I'm probably going to be doing a My Player regardless, because a lot of people still did want to see it. A large majority want to see it, so I will be doing that. But for the moment, we are going back into this career mode, and it's going to be very, very interesting. We are in season 2 now, and if you, well, you wouldn't have seen the results of the end of the season, or you might have. I'm not sure. It's been 3 months since I've been on this career mode, but we did actually finished at the top of the table. We managed to beat Bayern by 12 points, and we finished on 82 points with only 2 losses and 7 draws and 25 wins. Pretty good season, and that of course means that we are in the Champions League for this season, and that'll be really, really good to see how we do. We've got a good squad, but it does have some room for improvement in my opinion. There are some old players that I do need to go ahead and replace, and I will be doing that in this transfer window, as well as trying to get some good youth players. If you've got any suggestions for transfers in the comments down below, do let me know, guys. But let's get into the transfer business. So before we get into any transfer business, we're going to have a little look at the squad report, as it is the first of the month. And if you do want to see any players that I have grown, then of course feel free to pause the video and have a look at their stats and where they have grown in, what attributes. But you can see there that Weidenfeller, I mean, oh my god, he's up to 87 overall. That was only in one season. He's got insane stats. I've got no reason to think about replacing him at the moment. We've got Grosskreutz, who is a really, really good player for me. I mean, he's so good all round. You can play him in pretty much any position, and he's just brilliant everywhere on the pitch. Then we've got Socrates, who is doing pretty good as well. He's up to 84 overall. And we've got this guy, Lustenberger. He's a bit of a backup centre-back, basically. Schmelzer, I don't think I'll be replacing him. We've got Nuri Sahin, who is up to 84 overall. He's worth 21 million now, and he's got some brilliant stats, I have to admit. I do want to play him more this season because he is a good player. Memphis Depay, a bit of a controversial signing the last time in the last season, basically. Not many people wanted me to buy him, and it was a little bit controversial. Maybe a player that I will end up selling, although he has the potential to be special, so that is very interesting. Over 90 potential right there. And have we got any other players that are starting to grow? We got the Ciro Immobile. He looks insane. 89 finishing, 86 attack positioning. But have we got any other players that have increased for this month? I don't think we have. Ramos has gone down to 79 overall, despite not losing any stats. That doesn't really make any sense, but okay, that's fine. Maybe I do need to replace him. We got Kell, who hasn't retired yet. He's 35 years old, 76 overall. We've got this guy who I did promote last season. He is a youth player, he's a goalkeeper, and I am going to actually go ahead and loan him out, as I feel that he does need a little bit of game time, but he's one for the future for sure. And have we got any other players that have grown? Marin Sarr. He is a really nice player, again, for the future, and hopefully he will grow a lot this season. And apart from that, I don't think we've got any other growth in the side. He's starting to go down for whatever reason. No idea why that is. Oh, because he's got a broken tibia, that'll be why. And he's injured for 6 months. I didn't notice that, but that is the squad report for this month. And not too much growth in the side, but it's looking good for the start of this season. So we got a lot of emails in our inbox as well, and the board were expecting me to get to the quarterfinal of the Champions Cup, and that is absolutely fine. I think that's completely doable. And for the domestic cup, they again want me to reach the quarterfinal. Again, I think I can do a lot better than that, and hopefully strive for the semi-final, final, or maybe even win it. We'll have to wait and see how we do. Season budget, we got 29 million and 140,000 on the wage budget, so we got a lot of money to play with if we do do want to use it, but I'm not really sure which players I do want to buy as of this moment in time. I've got a few transfer targets, and I'm sure you guys will too, so you can leave them in the comments down below. And it looks like, so for the league objective, they want us to win the league title. That might be a little bit difficult because I probably will be playing on Legendary this season, but let's hope that we can actually do well and fulfill those objectives. So we've had a transfer offer here for Ciro Immobile, and it is from AS Monaco, so I'm not going to be accepting a deal that's anything under 40 million in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and counter offer from Monaco's offer to 50 million. If they go ahead and accept that, I'd be more than happy with that because I'd definitely be able to get a capable replacement in, and we'll wait and see what Monaco do say about that counter offer. So having a little look at my short list of players that I am interested in this transfer window, we start off with the goalkeepers. I do need a backup goalkeeper. Langerak does want to leave. He's made his intentions clear that he does want to leave. And to be honest, I don't think Scuffet is good enough as a backup keeper. So I do need a little bit of a stronger one, especially now we are in the Champions League. So it's either between Timo Horn of FC Köln or Ron Robert Zieler of Hanover 96. Either one would be perfect and would probably fill the void that will be left by Langerak. So I am going to go in for them, not at this moment in time, but I will make offers for both of those. But the main person that I do want to go ahead and buy that is a centre-back is either Mustafi or Söller. I think that's how you say his name, from Hoffenheim. I probably said it wrong, but those are the two centre-backs that I do want to try and go ahead and pick up. I will make an offer for Mustafi from Valencia and see what they say about that. I'm not really sure which player I'm going to offer as part of the deal. Maybe Lustenberger and wait and see what they say about that. I think that's a good enough offer, and we'll wait and see what Valencia do say about that. Monaco have come back and said 35.5 million, and that is as far as they're going to go. That is a really, really good deal, I have to admit. Look how much money we would get if we accept that, but I'm not going to accept it. I'm keeping my foot down, and I'm going to go with 44.5 million. Otherwise, they're not going to take our Italian striker because he's been in good form, like I have said, and I really don't want to see him leave the club, basically. He's been good for us, and I think he'll be even better for us this season in the Champions League. So we've had a few emails back from the clubs, but we have had a transfer offer accepted for Shakhtar and Mustafi. This will be very interesting if we can pull this one off. I offered nothing plus Lustenberger, and we've had it accepted. That is absolutely brilliant. The reason I want to get another centre-back into the club is because I do need a bit of strength in depth now that we are in the Champions League, and I think this guy can provide it for us. He's a good young centre-back with a lot of potential, and we'll go ahead and give him a contract, 5 years, 20% clean sheet bonus, and we'll hope he goes ahead and accepts that. So let's have a little look at the emails here. We've got a few emails, and Zenit have said that they're only willing to pay 11 million for Aubameyang, but what have Monaco said? More interestingly, oh my god, they've actually gone ahead with the deal. 44.5 million for Immobile. That is unbelievable. Well, we're going to need to get a new striker now because clearly Immobile was going to be our first choice striker and Aubameyang can't do all the work himself. So that is a real shame. I mean, he's only been at the club for one season. He's a good striker, but 44.5 million? Really? I mean, he's not worth anywhere near that. I really am a hard bargainer, and I've made a really, really good deal happen here. 45 million for a striker of Immobile's caliber. It's a shame to see him leave, but I think I've got a capable replacement, which I will go ahead and show you in a minute. So we've had a contract offer accepted for Mustafi here, and he looks like he's going to be our first signing of the second season here at Borussia Dortmund. He's going to be a really good player for us, I'm sure he is, and we will go ahead and accept him now and take a little look at his stats and his attributes. So looking at Mustafi here, it looks like we picked up a bit of a bargain, I have to be honest. We didn't have to pay any money, we just swapped him for Lustenberger, and he was only worth 2.5 million, I think. So that was a really, really good bit of business there. And having a look at his stats, he looks really, really good. He is very well rounded defensively and physically. He looks really, really good. He's not well rounded. I don't know what I was saying there. What I meant to say was he's very good defensively. He's got good defensive attributes and where you want them to be. 84 marking, 82 stand tackle and 84 interceptions as well. He's not the most physical, but he's still very, very good nonetheless. 80 overall, and we didn't have to pay a single penny for him. So he looks like a really good signing, and he's certainly going to be a good centre-back for us. Advancing on, we'll have to wait and see if we get any news back about Ciro Immobile. Be interesting to see if they actually went through with the deal. We'll have a little look now. So transfer talks have broken down. Okay. That is quite interesting. So it looks like Immobile is going to be staying after all. That has never happened to me before, especially in a big money deal like that. You would have thought that he would have gone to Monaco because they probably would have offered him a lot of money, but he's unwilling to relocate. That is brilliant. We keep our star striker for another season. That was a bit of a mistake by me, you know, going back and forth basically with the transfer offers. So we've had a transfer offer accepted for WILL here, and it is 3 million plus Thomas Callas. The deal has been accepted. We will go ahead and offer this guy a contract. Once again, he's probably going to be a squad rotation player. Someone that plays in the cup matches, but not too often. Although he is a good overall and he is very young, I don't want to give him a chance in the first team. So we have had a transfer offer accepted from Bayer Leverkusen for Christoph Kramer. I offered 9 million plus Ji Dong-won, and it looks like they're happy with that offer. So I will go ahead and offer Christoph Kramer a contract. Maybe I should go ahead and sign this guy instead of Luis Gustavo. I think he would be a better option. He's a little bit younger and he's got a bit more potential. So I think I will go ahead and sign this guy. Even though that Luis Gustavo has accepted his contract, I will stall it for the time being. And I'll make a decision once the contract offer has been accepted by Christoph Kramer. So it's a decision to be made now. It's either Christoph Kramer or Luis Gustavo that I'm going to go ahead and sign. Luis Gustavo is a good rating already, but he is 28 years old, so there is a worry that he could start declining in stats. And Christoph Kramer, he's a little bit younger, he's a little bit worse off in overall, and of course he's a little bit less expensive, but he has got a lot of potential, and really, I don't need a new CDM. I mean, I've already got Bender, and he's a good enough CDM. Do I really need Luis Gustavo at that overall, or do I need a younger, more talented CDM that's a little bit less in overall? I think I'll go ahead and sign Christoph Kramer actually, because he is a little bit cheaper, and I do worry that Luis Gustavo is going to be decreasing in stats very, very soon. So I will go ahead and sign Christoph Kramer, and we'll go and take a little look at his stats now. So taking a little look at Christoph Kramer's stats, he is very, very good at going up and down the pitch. It seems to me he's got 95 stamina, so why wouldn't he be? He is really, really good. He's going to be one of those players that can play the full 90 minutes and won't be tired whatsoever. So I'm really happy that I've got a very, very good a midfielder that can run up and down the pitch and kind of be a box-to-box midfielder, if you like. He's got some really, really nice skill attributes, apart from his finishing, long shots and all of that, but that's not really important in a CDM. High work rate, 6'2", so he's nice and tall, and I'm sure he will be a good player for us. Although he's not the strongest of players, his aggression does make up for it, and he has got the engine trait, of course, because he does have 95 stamina, and it'll be interesting to see how he does play in his first matches for Borussia Dortmund. We have also had a transfer offer accepted for a goalkeeper, and this time it's Jan Oblak. Of course, I did say I did need a better backup keeper, and I'm really, really happy that they've accepted this deal, because he's going to be a good keeper. He's got a lot of potential, and of course, I did say before, I do need a better backup keeper, and of course, Langerak is involved in the deal. He did want to leave the club, and I think this is the best for all parties that are involved. I'm going to go ahead and offer him a contract and give him squad rotation player and give him what he's basically on at the moment, and we'll hope that he does go ahead and accept that, because I know he's a good goalkeeper with a lot of potential, as he is very young as well. So here we see we have had a contract offer accepted finally for Jan Oblak, and we have made another signing already. He's costing a lot of money, but I'm sure he's going to be worth it, as he starts at a pretty high overall, and of course he does have good potential, like I did say. We'll go ahead and sign him, and we'll take a little look at his stats. We also have a transfer offer, I do believe, for Ramos. So yes, it is for Adrian Ramos. We got a transfer offer from Stoke here. So I'm not really looking to sell Ramos. He did play well in that friendly against Barcelona. He's in excellent form. I'm probably going to counter offer maybe 18 million. I think, yeah, 18 million. If they accept that, then I'd be more than happy to sell him. But really, I'm not going to be selling him for any less than that. So here's a little look at Jan Oblak's stats, and yes, I did overpay for him massively, but he was on a 5-year contract, and I really badly needed to get a better backup goalkeeper. Langrat wanted to leave, and I felt that it was best for all parties that I went ahead and got Jan Oblak. I think he's a really, really good young keeper, and he's got some great stats. I mean, look at that there. He's a really good backup keeper. Very, very solid stats for a backup keeper indeed, and certainly a lot better than Langrat. 74 diving, 83 handling, 77 reflexes, and also 79 positioning, and I do believe he's also quite tall as well, so he's 6'2" as well, and he is a really, really good signing, another one that we have made in this episode. So into the second friendly, guys, we are going to be playing against Granada here, and because we are playing against a little bit of a weaker opposition, I have picked a little bit of a weaker side. The only first team player that is in there is Marco Reus and also Piszczek, which I am actually going to go ahead and actually swap out now, because I don't want him to be playing and potentially getting injured and risk him getting injured basically. So I'll put Durm in, and I'll put this guy Nari at right back. And apart from that, apart from Mkhitaryan and Royce, it's basically a very, very weak squad, a very reservy type squad, if that makes sense. We've got Hoffman at right forward, and we'll wait and see if we can go and pick up a good win here. We're playing Oblak in goal for his debut, and we'll see how well he does perform. Of course, he is our backup keeper now, and let's go ahead and sim this match and skip. So we win 2-0, Jojic gets a goal, and also Immobile gets a goal in a good 2-0 win. Right, this is going to be the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and if you have enjoyed the return of this series, please be sure to leave a like on the video. If we manage to get over 50 likes, I will continue Season 2, and I will understand that you guys do want to see this. And don't you guys worry, the Portsmouth Grimo will be returning in a couple of weeks' time to those that are wondering. And of course, the My Player will be starting in a couple of weeks as well. But other than that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. Subscribe if you're new, leave a like if you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.